Hey there guys, welcome everybody, how's it going? Mark X and Video Game Geek, how you guys doing? Congrats on being full-time gamer, thank you very much, it's super exciting. It's wonderful so far, so thank you. Hey Gear, what's up? Sunny Honey Bunny, how are you doing? We run off with my module. Ashubi, Hat Guy, how you guys doing? Alright, so what we need to do today is we need to secure preferably an iron and copper patch and then tie them in and try to hook up these lines here, this second set of 4 to go down to our additional science. Status. How are you doing? Alrighty guys, so let's see. Iron patch, I don't know, I mean there's this huge one here, which we could start getting into. This one is pretty much fully tapped at this point. There is this one here, but I think I'd like to reserve this for adding into this once we need it. And then, like there's this one here, but it's kind of awkward because this comes in from this direction, so you'd have to do some weird like loop around or something. And then there is this copper, which I think we could just bring down. I'm not really sure where the stations for it would be. They may have to go over here somewhere, which could be interesting, because it's going to have to cross the oil line or something. So this is going to be, it's going to be a bit precarious. And then we're also going to need like a 12 to 12 balancer, which I don't think this book has. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Hey, Sammy, how's it going, man? This is my first time watching. Well, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad you're able to stop by. Let's see. Yeah, the biggest this has is 8. We really need, because if we bring in a third iron train and we get 4 lines out of it, that's 12, and I'd like to balance them all together like we're doing here. So we somehow need like a 12 to 12 balancer, which I have no idea how to build that, and I don't have a blueprint, so that could be interesting. I guess the first thing to do is, well, let's run down these belts. This is going to take a little while to get these belts run down there, and by the looks of this, they may actually need to be red belt. I'm wondering. I think they probably do. So we should just do it with red belt. Exterminator, how come you don't unload from both sides of the train? I just don't need to here. I don't need it that fast. And I don't quite have the train throughput to support that. Hey, Flat Top, how are you doing? Doing pretty good? Hey, Hansi Q, what's up, man? How are you? There we go. There's a balancer. 12 to 12 balancer. Fantastic. Thank you for the link. I knew the wiki would have something. I just had not looked yet. Even a blueprint string. That is fantastic. Alright, so, oh crap, first we have to move all this. This is painful. And actually, before I dump that, I actually needed, we actually needed concrete for the nuclear reactors we need to build. So, let's go transfer that first. I'm gonna, actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's just have the bots do it. I'm pretty sure this is in the network, obviously. So we're gonna make the bots do it. It's a lot of work for them to move it, but it's fine. Working on thesis, so not great. Sounds like a big headache. How far along are you? There's Noom and Extreme is on. Time for beer. Sounds like a good plan, Brockstar. So our nuclear production is over here somewhere. We just need to request in the concrete. And like I said, it will take the bots quite a while to do this stuff, but I actually didn't have an inserter doing this. We do want a stack inserter for sure. So this thing takes 500. I mean, we could just request 500. We don't need them that quickly. So let's just bump that up. Not very far. Well, you'll get there for sure. And I can dump, let's put the Logibots in there. Let's dump all that in there. And yeah, so we need to move these belts. I keep avoiding this. I guess it just has to be done. So let's just pick up a ton of stuff. I guess yellow belt too, because some of it is yellow belt. Oh man, look at those bots go. Got a swarm on us now. All right, so these need to scooch over several spaces. This steel needs to actually be where this gear is, and there needs to be 2 of them. Then this gear thing needs to be like somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. This is actually totally wrong. So that, and then I mean the gears could go alongside it actually. And then something would go there. So this one needs to actually come down to there. And we just turned on the belt, so this should eat most of these gears here pretty quick. Hey, Sonic Demon, how you doing? Exterminator, when transitioning to Megabase, do you just build a whole second base, or do you just replace the current existing base? Zero, that is personal preference. In this base, I'm kind of just replacing the current one. However, my previous one, I just built like almost another base. So it really comes down to like your situation and stuff. Either one would work. I would say building a whole nother base is actually almost easier. Just because you don't really have to modify your current one. But yeah, so... Ah, jeez. So this is gears. Depends on how do you place the furnaces though? Well, that's the thing, right? Is if you want to go to electric furnaces, then you pretty much have to just build a whole new setup unless you like prepared for it ahead of time. So that's the one problem. Hey, John Bull, how are you doing? Okay, so this is steel. This doesn't even need to be a red belt here, this one. So this is gears. So that's steel, this is gears, so let's bring him down. No. And then this guy, we will want to underground this though, because you can't do it right there. So let's bring this over, and then we will want a split right here. This is why I hate doing this. This becomes a pain real quick. And what was this? This was also gears, I imagine. Yeah. So then this one is just gonna need, well, it could split or just turn. I mean, really either one's fine. And then the steel needs to move over. So steel's coming down. Like that. Because this actually needs to be just gone. Like this shouldn't even be here because we need this 2 space in between them. Did you get any one-on-one sessions with anyone yet? I had one person sign up. It seems people just aren't very keen on it for some reason. It happens. You know, sometimes you go for something and it doesn't work out. It's not like it was my sole source of income or anything, luckily. That is a lot of steel. And belt. Damn it. Planning on signing up once I advance my base a bit farther. Oh, nice, Sammy. That would be great. I definitely look forward to it. Not enough steel axe. I do have a steel axe. We almost do need more, though. think about it, might want you to pop by my Megabase. I'll let you know. Sounds good, man. Definitely be interested in that. Okay, so the steel, we already split that. Luckily, the steel doesn't actually split very many places. A couple times down here, but... No, geez. Okay, do one there, and then this guy. Like that. And again, we should be undergrounding not the bus, we should be undergrounding the split-offs, the crossovers here. And this is like totally in the wrong spot. I'll teach you a thing or two about combinators. Yeah, there you go. Factorio to want help on a base, that's fair enough. Does have a few hundred chains though. Oh man, I'm a little bit scared now. Hey, Cheesy Panda, how are you doing? Hey, Judgmental Joe, what's up? And goodbye. All right. Video game, Monsi. Hey there, extreme greetings from Germany. Currently working on my own belt base and getting some good inspiration from you. Nice. Hope your base is going well overall. That's definitely a different experience than working on a bot base. It's a bit frustrating if I'm going to be honest. And then this guy can just go over here. I mean, this has been needing to be done for quite a while, this rearrangement of stuff, so. Belt base over bot base. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of personal preference. Hey, Greg, no, thank you very much for the resub 2 months in a row. Thank you. Sorry, I think you need lessons on not getting hit by trains. You really think that that could, like, be cured with a lesson demon? You're very mistaken, my friend. On nuclear fuel. Oh, great. There's an extra fee for that. You're gonna have to pay extra for that to get me in there. Terminator base, overall base. Oh, thanks. Not that this base is not so great, really. This is a thing where you kind of have to underground this part. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so that's that. And then the gears. Did I miss gear split-offs or not? I don't think so. Okay, so now that we moved all this junk, tighten those belts. Yeah, so yeah, okay, that's here. This is steel. Okay, so now these are in the right spot. These need to move over though. Okay. So this is now our iron bus, and I think I was just going to do this red belt. No, geez. Let's go ahead and recycle all this yellow belt. I don't need it now that I'm doing red belt work. I find that belt and bot bays have different challenges, almost like 2 games in 1. That is true. That's definitely true. Iman, let trains keep you out of danger. I don't trust the trains to keep me out of any danger, man. Don't need a mod. Just build a pack station everywhere. I'll bring you on my die coal burning train on that one. Yeah, that one sounds a little bit less scary. All right, let's bring these down. That's gonna have to move. Pretty sure we're gonna run out of red belt here, but we'll see. Maybe not. Oh, come on. Stern bot, be nice. It's on my website, yes. Try to type his website. There's a command for it, guys. You can just, it's just exclamation mark website. Dwarf Dude, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Exterminator, I always dreamed about going big for my starter base star world where I'm doing 8 iron lane, 6 copper, 2 stone, 2 steel. Nice, man. That's like pretty much equivalent to this. It's definitely takes some getting used to, huh? After just going like 2 lanes of each. Shoot Extermbot. He gets a little out of control sometimes. A little trigger happy. Alright, so then this guy's gonna go to there. Do the correct direction. Nope. Jeez, game. Alright. We should be almost clear of all these crossovers. Hopefully. We'll see here. I don't know why I was like randomly doing red belt here. It's definitely not needed. My issue with the belt base is I'm compelled to lane balance all my inputs. Yeah, it does kind of give you that urge, doesn't it? Just gotta resist it sometimes. Oh wait, no, I want to keep those. I want those blue circuits, man. Acing one lane of belt backed up while the other is empty. Yeah, it is annoying to see. Really murdered by Sonic Demon. Hey! Scapinelli. Oh jeez, here we go again with pronouncing your name, dude. G. Scapinelli. There we go. How you doing? Or Gisnappin. Oh jeez. I'll just do it that way I did. And apologize for totally butchering your name. Scapinelli. Okay, is the G pronounced G or just as a J sound? G. Okay, sweet. Well, then I got it right the second time. Nickname, nice. All right, so we're pretty much past almost all these split offs. This takes a lot of belt. We're gonna need way more belt than this. I almost want like the belt painter mod or something. That would be quite nice. I feel like I just have infinite belt. Like I keep looking and I think I'm out, but then I just keep getting more somehow. Losing the belt boxes. I mean, they're holding quite a bit. We just like used a ton right there. We just used like 800 belt right there. Hey, Elena La Luca, what's going on? Let's go ahead and yoink all these belts. I'll take my red circuits here. Feeling when you use 3K blue belt, setting up an outpost and have to go back for more. Oh geez, that's a big outpost. Choose from my first name, Glossio. You did quite good, actually. No need to try the first name. I'm glad I did decently. It's good to see you two. Do you ever rebalance those 8 iron lanes? What do you mean? I mean, these are entirely separate. Like, this one goes to this first science thing, and then the second 4 is going to go to the next science, so there's no need to balance them. I balance them on the inputs, like the ore inputs. I balance them up here. All 8 that come in, but I don't balance them together because I don't need to. Like, as long as the input's balanced, you shouldn't need to balance the output if you're like splitting off correctly and stuff. Hey, AK, what's going on? That rock was almost in the way. Gotta go. All right, see you later. Let's clear these trees. We don't need trees on this map. And now we just got to figure out these inputs. So one's gonna go there. One's gonna go there. Will all the bus belt be red? Yes, at some point. Should really fill those stations to stop contamination. I should. I like almost never make that mistake. Unlike some people. I don't play with will subs, so I'm pretty safe from it. Okay, so one lane of iron was here. And I think, like, that was still yellow, wasn't it? Yeah, and then we do need a red one here. Thank you very much for the follow, Krulin. So this is going to be red belt here, this split off. And of course we'll have to move it around once we bring the, well, we really could just bring the other copper down. How was I doing this? Is this here? That must have been, yeah, that's the other, okay, so they're to the right of this. So these two copper are gonna be here. Might as well just do the full length, even though those other two aren't really coming down. I was just rewatching episode 21, was copying your Kovrek circuit. Oh, nice. I do need to put that, I keep meaning to put the blueprint on my site, and then I forget. I'm very forgetful. Well, I am a will sub and exterm sub, so you do. Well, I'm in other of his subs. But don't really, that I meant like the subs that play in his sub maps. 4 iron upgrading to 4 copper, that's cute. I actually have 8 iron, Zuri. Come on, man, get on my level. Alright, so this needs to be an iron as well. Yep, missed it. Hey, Smarty, how you doing? Okay, so we need one of these, they're proper split-offs. Which I think was this book. Nope, nope, yep. Yep. I can find it. Okay, so from here down to like here-ish or so. Oh man, perfect, look at that. That does not need to be yellow though. Or underground rather. So exterm is Kira, Zuri is good at math. Wasn't it 14 belts of green circuits on the frontier map? 16. Exterm really said, get on my level. I mean, I did, yes. You can't, like, you can't compare, like, the submap to this map, alright? Like, the amount you can get done with 20 people and all pre-made blueprints compared to one person and almost no pre-made blueprints is just, like, incomparable. Like, you just can't, I mean, you can, but you'd be wrong trying to compare them. Unless you give me, like, 20 times the amount of game time here as you spent on the frontier map. Hey, Fasifu, what's going on? Okay, so iron, that's good. That's tied in. Boom, boom, boom. Where else? I know there's an iron under here somewhere. It's under this for the stuff. This. I don't really know why this did some weird, like, loop thing. It's a good idea to have a base that just focuses on smelting and then from there train the smelted resources fabrication bases. So yeah, kind of like a town's train base. I mean, that's definitely one way to do it if you want. I mean, it can work for sure. Hey, Fused, testing. Slowly getting there. You would be wrong and you need to more faster before you crash. Well, it wasn't just pre-made blueprints. I created the plastic green circuits and red circuits build for that map. Well, true. But you still had a workforce of like 20 people. Trouble imagining Will doing the same. Yeah, I don't know that Will would have survived without the subs. I mean, the Frontier map, our modified Frontier map, without, like, by yourself would be probably near impossible. Gustavo Borella, thank you for the follow. Was this seriously only a yellow belt? Wow. And I was splitting it down to here, too? Double wow. Okay, then. Sure. Alright, so... outsourcing the Outpost labor is essential. Yes, pretty much. That is quite important. Hey! Davidak, what's going on? We all know commotion sucks, even the playing field with those nukes. Well, he did set his bag a bit, but not that much. At that point, I mean, he only nuked like 4 out of the 20 people. We're a dwarf dude from just a second ago. Sub on YouTube for a while, trying out the dark world of Twitch. Hey man, well thanks again for the sub. Twitch is pretty good, honestly. Takes some getting used to, but I definitely like it. Okay, so then the iron for the turrets. That's where we start just eating through the iron. Is this one right here? Stupid tree. Plus AK artillery shells. Yeah. Plus that, yeah. Seriously? I'm out of splitters. Hey, Fat Matt Rides. No worries, feel free to lurk, but welcome. Twitch has always been on a poor experience for me because their CDN can't use half my bandwidth. Well, that's kind of odd. I was a big fan of Frontier series, will happily get involved any future series along those lines. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely let you know when we're doing stuff like that. I'm going to start doing more community events now as well, probably at least once a week. May not always be Factorio, but definitely going to be doing more of that. Okay, so then one to split for the engines. I'm just trying to get this all hooked up so that like when we turn on the smelters, it'll actually, you know, get sent where it needs to get sent. Well, we don't have enough materials for this. We need to go back. How does one nuke themselves while AFK and loading the map? I was impressed, even though it took out the Big Bertha. I don't know, man. Zuri, that was... I don't know how he managed that. It's pretty impressive. A little bit depressing. Alright, bots. You can do it. Bring me stuff. Where's my stuff, man? I'm requesting like 500 red belts. What's wrong with you? I was actually really surprised that you guys finished the map already. Like with the SpaceX and having to launch like 100+ rockets, I figured you'd be at it for another week or so. Definitely turned on a switch there to get things moving along. Really? Oh jeez. Is this how we're gonna start doing this now? Just like totally misaligning everything. I knew that was gonna happen, and I was even carefully trying to make it not happen. Alright, so that connects up there. So we got that one. We're gonna need iron for the engine, or the Miners, this iron is not needed because that actually goes to the belt, which we're not obviously making another build of. How can I do a train setup where the trains decide by itself which station is the best, where the most resources are needed? That would require some smarts if you want to base it off of like how many resources are needed. And that would be like a Zuri question. I'm not able to answer that. If you just want one that's gonna like choose whichever station's open, then you just need to name the stations all the same. But actually doing it based on resource amount is gonna require some smarts. Let's write a petition to remove or turn into a setting faster place. I think turning it into a setting would be better. I really like the feature sometimes, but it is quite annoying that it just happens always. Because there are quite a few times when you don't want it to happen. Logistic train network mod, you could do that. You can do it in vanilla too. It just may take a bit more work. At least now I can actually scream, point out in chat when he misses something. Bit difficult in YouTube. Yeah, it's a little bit delayed. All right, we should be about done connecting all this up, honestly. Should be pretty darn close. All right, so right, I needed to kind of blue belt. I think this is kind of pointless to make that blue belt, but whatever. Okay, so done. Don't need the split here, but we will need iron here. So for those normal engines, we need a belt. And we're running out of yellow belt. Uh-oh. And then that was split and sent there, which I'm pretty sure was going to something that I don't actually need. Yeah, that was going to nuclear, so we actually don't need this past this point. Be careful when pointing out mistakes on other channels. Most streamers call that backseat gaming, is considered poor etiquette, and in some channels is bannable offense. Zuri has a good point. I do not mind people pointing out that I like missed something. You know, that like I missed an inserter or something, or you know, built a balancer wrong. But there is definitely, it's not appreciated to backseat game, and it should be pretty clear what the difference is. You know, if you're like just straight up telling me how I should do everything, that is backseat gaming and not appreciated. As I just run the belt like 50 feet past where we actually need it. These radars are going to be in the way. These radars are very much in the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing vanilla still. I wanted the Steam achievements. Yeah, I still haven't gotten Watch Your Step 1K hour played. I want to see how far I can get Exterminator. Yes, Exterminator 1 Plus without getting killed by a train. That is impressive, man. Also, donation, Yuxi Kill $40. Wow, thank you so much, man. Actually, go get that stuff for your new setup, face cam for the win. Yeah, I am thinking of getting a webcam, doing some stuff with that. So thank you so much, Yuxi Kill Cole, for the donation. It's so generous of you. Wow. Well, since Can is not here, make it rain 40. There we go.
I'll be back.
All right, so that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Goal is completed. I have ordered some of the stuff already. I've held off on ordering most of it, though, because I'm actually not... I'm away for Easter weekend at my parents', and I didn't want the stuff to get here while I was gone. Because sometimes they, like, set it outside my door, and that would be bad. So I'll order it when I get back for sure. I'm not here. Wow, can with the perfect timing or just unusual lurking and then popping up at the perfect time. Run, Can came back. And part of my plan is, well, for getting things all fixed up with the channel is getting some more games and stuff for the bot, so you guys can actually spend your currency or Zubies on. Definitely getting some more games. Like I want to do like a bank heist type thing. I'm pretty sure Phantom Bot can do that. I just haven't set it up yet. Amazon delivers to my PO box. I love it. I even ordered tires for my vehicle once. It's pretty amazing what you can get from Amazon, isn't it? And I think that was the last split off, guys. It was. Nice. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can get from Amazon. Did you decide what keyboard? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Logitech G810. Really, the only thing I liked about the G910 more so was the wrist rest. But I can just get, if I feel like I need a wrist rest, I can just get like a separate one, like one of those gel ones or something, which may be better anyway. So I'm pretty sure Externbot was a sub. I thought I made him one. Someone gifted him a sub. It probably expired. Okay, so that's our iron split off, and then our copper. I don't think we need these turrets at this point. Kind of obliterated all the biters in the general vicinity. Let's get rid of all this. I thank you for not being a Razor Chroma sellout. Well, even if I was gonna go Razor Chroma, but even if I did, it wouldn't be a sellout. I mean, I'm getting nothing from them. I mean, that'd be great if I got a Razor sponsorship, but I'm not. So this is copper. You can buy a red. You can buy a red box piss on Amazon. I have a G910, very solid. Nice, Demon. I mean, I think the G810 is like almost identical, except that it doesn't have the macro keys and it doesn't have the wrist rest, and it's a bit cheaper price-wise. So I'm expecting the G810 to be pretty much comparable, which will be awesome. Man, John Bull, with all the gifting subs, dude, you are awesome. You've gifted like 10 subs or 5 or 8 subs or something. So this one to Zuri. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to be gifting all these subs to people. Hey, Teppo, what's going on? Okay, so the copper, we haven't actually hooked up at this point. But we can figure out our split-offs for that. There should be actually potentially less of them. There's one up above this iron that goes right here. 10 or 5 or 8. Yes, one of those. Hey, Skip, what's going on? Many products have a poor quality cost ratio. Yeah, I mean, they seem like really expensive. I was not quite ready to spend that much money. Now, there was one of these for 2 belts, which is what we're gonna be having here. So let's yoink all this up. A fuzzy math. My math is totally solid, man. What are you talking about? Okay, so there's that. And then there was another copper fairly shortly after for the red ammo. Right. Okay, so that's going to be down here. Should be this belt. Love my Razor mice. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they make bad products, but I think for quality compared to price it seems like it's one of those things where you're essentially just paying extra money for the name at this point. Now my chat's working on broke weirdly again. Damn, Can, you gotta stop breaking stuff. Fuzzy math sounds like my circuit network. Yeah, that's pretty much how my circuit stuff works too. We're almost out of yellow belt. We better go restock. You pay for the label. Exactly. It's one of those. Come on, guys. Empty my inventory. What are you doing? That much difference from the top-end Logitech price-wise, but out of loop in gaming terms. I mean, like the Razer Black Widow Chroma is like $180, and the Logitech G910 is like $120, I think, or $130. I don't have either of them, but by my research and looks of them, I would say they're about equal quality, aside from Logitech not having the Chroma integration. So I think that like extra $40 or $50, you're probably just paying for the label. No, we're not going to get into this. I'm just answering a couple questions. Okay, so we have this restocked. We're very close. We just need... So we got this line, we got this line. We need one for turrets, and then we should be about good with that. Turrets. Up here? Are we doing a full line of copper for this? Ah, guess we were. Alright. And why are there like random undergrounds? Why was I even doing... I don't really know, like, some of the stuff that I was doing. Oh, it's because this... I don't actually understand at all some of the stuff I was doing. Like, I don't know why I had this copper belt coming, like, here and over. It makes no sense. Oh, and then this also needed gears, which we haven't run over yet. Was I, like... was I, like, sleeping when I did this? Like, what's going on here? It's a little bit ridiculous. Let's see. Go find a used IBM Model M keyboard. Yeah, but I don't want an old keyboard. No, Exterminator, you were eating. I usually don't eat on... I never eat on episode, so... Maybe I did that on stream, though. That's possible. Okay, so there's that copper, and then the only other one is for the wire for down here. And that looks like I did have this as red belt. So we're gonna need to then red belt all this here. Extreme confused by his own base. Did Will sub sneak into the map? It almost looks like it. Like, I don't understand. What was I even thinking here? That's why the episodes are so short. Why? Because I have to go eat? We don't have a blue underground. Oh, yeah, we do. Sweet. Help if I actually put it in the right spot. Okay. This is kind of like... This is actually really kind of... what's the word? Well, methodical, but... that's not the word I was looking for. Soothing, almost? Nope, that's not. That's, what are you doing? I am building belts in the wrong place. Twice now. I'm adding to the main bus. Exterminator... Early online today? No, this is when I always start. Cathartic? No. How do you get blue belt out of the red splitter? Magic? I do have to go early though today, yes. Well, I don't have to go early. I have to go early to record a something else, and then I have to eat Easter dinner is tomorrow. What are you talking about, Can? Well, I gotta start my Easter dinner the day beforehand. Therapeutic. That was the word. Therapeutic. There we go. Thank you, Demon. Okay, so that, I think we had another random one over here. Oh, that was for rocket parts. Well, we don't need that. Okay, so, sweet. That's all of that. I am going, oh. Gotta go early. Eat early. Something with V? Yes, we're gonna be doing a V's gonna be giving us a tour of the Friday Facts base. Because they're not mine rocks. Alright, so now the thing to do is to actually get the resources for this, which kind of makes my head hurt. Like, copper is right here, but it's either gonna have to go around the oil or over the oil, neither of which I really like. I mean, if you connect it to the main line, it's going to be wonky because I would have to like somehow get over here and then like there's not a good place to put this is what I'm getting at. This is not good. Just get the one to the right of the oil. Yeah, I still don't know where to bring the station in, because we don't want it, like, here, because we need to expand. Oh, I'm thinking just, like, down here, maybe. Just have it right there, and then it can come over here. Or we could do it here. This would certainly work as well. Over there. Is there a wrong underground belt, yellow instead of red, in your copper split-offs for turrets? I'll have to look. Zapperlot, thank you for the follow. We can map view this, right? Some of it. Here? Oh, you are right. Good catch. Actually, we can just do this from map view. It can be super cheaty. That's not it. Come on, man. Where's the turrets? Oh. Go. Nice catch. Xtrim has a YouTube Pro Life going. It's going really well, Duskcrow. Thank you. It's really, really amazing to
I'll be back.
Have the freedom and like, dude, I get so much accomplished. Like Thursday I wasn't really feeling well, but even with that, it's alright, yawn. I got a ton of stuff done. Like, I got like 4 or 5 things recorded. I went to the bank. I did laundry. I even got to sleep in a bit. It was pretty nice. Can you put the smelters for the new science under the green circuit smelters? Well, I don't need new smelters. We already have the smelt. We just need to unload. Sammy, thanks for the follow there. Hey, X, I was wondering if you can join my world and help me for 2 minutes with red circuits. Unfortunately not. I can't, I don't just randomly join people's worlds usually, but if you want to send me like a picture of it, if you've built any of it and what you're having trouble with, I'd be glad to take a look. Or if you want some like example builds. Good for you, man. Thank you. I went to the bank and did laundry. Money laundry? No. Finding self-employed. Congrats, Extreme. Good luck for the rest. Thank you so much. Well, the lessons are not really for looking at one thing. Like, that's not really a valid statement. I'd be glad to like take a look at a picture or something. Like, if it's just one thing, I'm happy to help. I just don't really want to just hop in another factory. Sharon Air cheering for you and will pass you my prime next month. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It would help quite a bit. Okay, so I need to figure out this rail is why I'm over here. I'm actually thinking like here-ish might be decent. We should balance it though between these lines. So actually up here may be better. I think over here would be better. So let's make sure we have enough room. We'll just come in like here. And I guess we better connect that. Factoria subreddit is the best by far that I am part of. The subreddit is pretty good most of the time. There's some very questionable things there. I would suggest not, yeah, some of the stuff is very questionable. But for the most part, it's an amazing community. You got some of the best minds here, so post a pic. Yeah, like Demon said, man, Demon is in here, Zuri's still here, Can's here, tons of other people. I mean, we'd all be certainly glad to take a look. I make 240 reds a minute, but my factory uses like way more, and if I add more modules on the end, the resources won't get to the crafters. So one thing you can do is either just increase the belt speed, but with that you'd probably need to increase the actual resource production. You could add another build. You could put productivity modules. In fact, it would be suggested, preferred, to put productivity modules in the red circuit machines, and that will slow them down, but it will also give you free red circuits. And then if you want to offset that, you can just put some beacons with speed modules to get them back to like the normal speed. So they'll be crafting at like the speed they are now, but you'll be getting free stuff and overall using less materials for the same amount you're getting right now. Then my green circuit to start. Well, welcome to Factorio. like that's literally what Factorio is. That's what I've been doing for the last like 20 hours on this map, is expanding one thing and then expanding everything else because the one thing dried up everything else. Then you'll need more iron. Pretty much. Always more iron. Or nuclear. Nuclear's good. This is really slow. I even have 3 exos, man. Jeez. I think we probably have another rocket to launch, actually. Let's go launch another rocket. Because space science is almost empty. I could have made rail, but might as well pick it up. Terminator, how you manage time for early games? How you manage time for early games? Straight going 4x4 lanes or start small? That's a good question. I mean, usually I build for like 4 iron, 4 copper. I don't turn them all on initially or even build them all. I'll just like blueprint them out and leave space. So yeah, essentially plan out for like whatever you want, like 4x4 or bigger. But then you only need to build like 1 of each or 2 of each. Well, more like probably 2 iron, 1 copper. You know, so make sure you leave the room and stuff, but you really don't have to build it all right away. Even though I know there aren't any trains on that track, I was still feeling anxious. We should actually request track. And get, like, everything we actually need to build the outpost, maybe? You know, that might be a smart idea. So we've got miners, we got power poles, we're gonna need engines, we're gonna need some wagons. We have red belt and some yellow belt. We need stack inserters. Sturm having smart ideas. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Alright. Let's come down here for engines. Really? Come on, game. Might as well grab some of the steel. Use your trunk to carry all your outposts and components. And a car? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Do we have a car? We have a tank. Tank's kind of slow. We actually pretty much have everything we need, so. No iron. Hopefully we don't need iron. We'll probably need iron. Need a heli. Yeah, I purposely didn't get the heli this time because it made me really lazy and completely avoided the possibility of a train death, which made a lot of people unhappy. Exoskeleton the tank. Yeah, get like the vehicle grids mod or whatever. Alright, well, we'll figure out I mean, ideally the station would just be like right here. So this patch, it's really annoying. It's like, if it were just more rectangular, this would be absolutely perfect. But, see guys, I mine the rocks. This is frustrating, because doing it this way is like a ridiculous amount of stuff. Doing it this way is annoying because there's this like random section here where you're just not going to get any miners. I almost want to do it vertically. It pains me. Have you done to him? I was prepping everything to start nuclear as I was low on power, waiting until I got those 40 good uranium, then rewatch episode 12 to copy extreme Cobra X setup. Set it up in the base, realized I still haven't researched Cobra X. Started the labs, got down to 30% power, entered the cold power spiral of death. Screw that, I'll just watch you. Oh geez, I'm sorry. Two things boring about early game, and I think a lot of people can agree. Walking slow because you are so used to going fast, definitely. And making the rail system. Yes. Real copper has curves, exactly. I'm not really sure how best to do this. This is so many lines, though, vertically. Alright, screw it. We're going to go horizontal. It's going to be glorious.
I'll be back.
Horrible, because there's like random parts on the bottom that aren't going to get mined. Farrell to the rescue. I actually, like, once you get blueprints and personal bots, I think doing that is actually potentially better than Farrell, in all honesty. Yao, thank you for the follow. Just make it a ducky shape. Yes, return of ducky. Even this, man, jeez, even this is like a ridiculous amount of lines. I'm only gonna do 4. We don't even need 4. We only need 2. But I'm gonna set it up for 4 anyway. Well, really, we only do need 2. But I just do 4. Just do 4. Don't be lazy. I don't think I have enough miners for this. About out. Great. Guess we're doing 2. Okay, well. What is red belt the whole thing? We have more red belt than yellow belt anyways. We'll definitely need red belt, so. I guess I'll build a 4 wagon long train and then just add the rest later. Do you have record for speedrun? No. You kidding me? Talking to the wrong person for that. Is that too many miners for a red belt? I don't think so. Yep. Yeah, I want to get into speedruns, but I'm just terrible at them, so I have no records whatsoever on that. You should do a multiplayer speedrun with your stream viewers. I could give that a try. I don't think it would be a speedrun. Doing multiplayer, like, unless you're a very extremely organized group who's, like, super prepped for it, doing multiplayer runs actually is just, like, actually just slows stuff down for a speedrun. Not, like, in general, but... Did have, oh yeah, I did have Steel Axe record. Alright, so I guess I could just bring the station up. I kind of wanted it horizontally, but this should work fine. Make sure I leave room for balancers. Or a balancer, rather. Nope. Almost had it perfect. Alright, so there's that. And then this guy goes there. This guy stick like right there. Get that. Radar at your path. Radar would be good. Okay. So these can come over. I mean, yeah, we really only need the 2 right now. Do I even need to balance them? Not really. I don't think so. Alright, so if we just do that, it's in the wrong place. Okay, so 4 and 4. Dang it. We'll have to use steel boxes here. Okay, and then lastly, just this bit. Once we get the other 2 lanes, we'll just do a 4-lane balancer, but we don't really need that right now. Let's make it even. Hopefully we have some big power poles. Well, and you plan how much room to leave, then you triple it. Exactly. These single track railways always make me sad. Well, I do have a main line, but it's like more awkward to connect it to that than to just do a single track main line. So that's why we have a single track main line. Actually, why don't we just connect this to the oil? That's going to be a shorter route, I think. Stupid rock. We are going to need to upgrade power here soon. Mid-game transition feels a lot easier with double-headed trains. I just find double-headed trains easier in general, honestly. Okay, so we didn't have any copper outpost, did we yet? Well, we had that. That's copper 1. My naming conventions are pretty terrible. Just say copper main. Copper 1 main. Damn it. Main. And actually what we'll do is let's rename this one to copper 1 circuits, just so we know that that's just a little easier to differentiate. Alright, so this guy's gonna load. Changed my mind. Although it's pretty quick. And then we'll just manually drive this once it's full back, plop a station down. Steering, show me that 2-belt split off. Oh, just this? What do you mean? This? It's just a splitter. Well, not full. I meant these full. One reactor can support about 7 turbines. That's without a neighbor bonus. Yeah, it won't ever be full. I think if I just cap these, it should consider it full. The ones you use to split off 2 lanes? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me just cap this for now. These guys? Station naming convention for my current base is worse than I regret by my confusing names, but I do not have the patience to change the hundreds of stations. I know how that goes. Alright, so if you need a screenshot, take it now. Alright, oh jeez. That's how you get killed. Alright, so then this one will just say copper main. Drop. What were these called? Okay, well, whatever. Close enough. Copper, main drop, inventory empty, go. Are you going to do a 4-lane load on your copper outpost? Yeah, once we need it. I ran out of miners and we don't actually need 4 lanes right now for this. I mean, that's how I was unloading my trains, right? Aside from the wonky smarts. Okay, so this is gonna come over. Yeah. Should really leave room for the other 2. There we go. The 2-lane split off looks like the split off should be a yellow belt. Well, if it's coming from a red belt, the split part itself should be red. Smarts are too smart. No, the smarts just didn't compress the belt, is what the problem is. They're not supposed to, I guess. Alright. So what we can do then is send this over here. Start getting really spaghetti-like now. Oh, that's backwards. This dang tree, man. Just wanted to say that you was unfairly squashed by the death train in the Frontier map. I know, man. I don't understand. Like, because I had purposely taken my hands away from the keyboard because I knew how dangerous that was, and then it just kills me anyway. It's ridiculous. And we're out of belt. Great. Yellow belt, anybody? This actually needs to be red, don't it? I think this needs to be red. Well, darn. How's this supposed to work? we don't got 5 inputs, man. Well, we could combine these. 2 yellows do make a red. So in that case, this should not really do that, but pretty sure all that needs to be upgraded, but always his fault. I blame commotion socks. Yeah, Seem to be 25% of red belts, also known as yellow belt. Yellow belt is half. Balancer should be red. The balancer is red. What are you talking about? Do you need a red splitter on the 2 yellow belt combiner? We do, but we should combine it earlier, as Demon said, so. I hadn't thought of it until now. Always send spaghetti no matter how careful the initial plan is, pretty much. Okay, so this then needs to actually be red belt throughout here. Would help if we actually got this unloading as well. Okay, so that should combine into a full red belt, theoretically. And there we go. And since I capped those, it should count as full. I'm pretty sure that works. So these guys are going. They're not red belt yet, but they'll get there. So bring these down. Like that. Not quite like that, like this. And that can go away. Just go like that. Could just upgrade planner this whole thing. That may be advisable. I don't think I have any steel furnaces, but we'll give it a go. Okay, and then the middle one. Inserters only. Wow. Okay, so we got all that. We need to just go pick up some steel furnaces for this to actually work. Bring me red belt. Someone? Here they come. Nice. So there's that. Now is this red? Does not look like it. Okay, that's now red. Sweet. So now we just need to go get those steel smelters. Your original base would have you reorganized. I tend to tear mine up and lay a cleaner version at various game stages. It's probably what I should be doing. What are you waiting for, man? Ew. Seem to have removed something from the network. This is the upgrade planner mod that allows this. It's pretty awesome. Well, you have stone. What are you waiting on, man? There's not... what? There's 100 somewhere in the network? I mean, I'd love those right now. Let's just get 50. Sweet. They should bring them to me at some point. Maybe they're in the trash. Like, the thing stopped, so they're somewhere. Anybody? Bots? Somebody? And make upgrade planner baseline. Yeah, that'd be nice. I kind of doubt they will. I think they would consider it, like, too easy. Okay, how is this set to 100? Where are my furnaces? Like, I don't have 100. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Duh. Sorry, bots. Okay, so these two here. This is actually not... I actually needed more than that. New co-op playthrough plans in the works. Not at the moment. Well, not playthroughs. I mean, we're doing a PvP production event in the next couple weekends, which, you know, is kind of co-op. And then I do plan to do more community events, like with you guys. Okay, so those are all upgraded. Sweet. These are suffering a bit, but that's fine. These are going... These should... Okay, we didn't actually run these all the way down, is what the deal is. Now, you could do 4-lane split-offs here and run like all 4 down, but I'm not going to do that because I kind of want them separate. So we are just going to do... And really, that one's different than these. These might be somewhat excessive. They would have to make it bot-based upgrade, yeah. So prone to have a super mega OCD crisis and restart that I had like 700 game hours and never launch a rocket, only did when they announced the science revamp. No way I would be good enough to get the spoon achievement with the changes, so I ran for that. I mean, I think honestly launching the rocket's overrated. I feel like a lot of the fun just comes from building and just playing the game. I really don't think you even have to finish it to have fun or to have experience. I think I had about 100 hours in the game before... Well, when I played, there was no rocket launch. It was building a rocket defense, which is like completely different. But it was about 100 hours before I did that. Hey man, this is starting to shape up. I love just watching these lines fill up. Super satisfying. And there we go. Boom. Now this isn't connected to power yet. That is the next step, is getting some power going. Alright, so power. We have some power stuff. We don't need these anymore. Don't need random beacons, don't need an accumulator. We do need a reactor. And some more heat pipes and stuff and more stuff. We'll just eat all the resources, why not? Gotta try launching yourself. Yeah, if you like, you can launch yourself. Poseidon, thank you for the follow, welcome. Bot-base helped with my need to organize things. Yeah, bot bases are really good for like organizing stuff. Definitely. How much power line redundancy is needed? Not a ton. I mean, some, like maybe just 2 or so additional connections. You don't need like a huge amount. Did I like never actually finish this? I don't know if these were actually... Well, we need to fill them out anyways, but... I'm gonna have to recalculate all this again now. I don't even remember what I figured. 2 reactors plus 3 reactors is 5. Plus another 3 is 8. Plus another 2 is 10. Right? Yeah, so 10. Each one can support about, well, each one can support 4 heat exchangers, so that'd be 40 heat exchangers, which we have 42. It's a little too much. We need to start building these in a square as well. But I'm lazy. I'll just keep doing this. for right now, it's pretty much the same effect. Yeah, I mean, because this is going to give this one a bonus, and this is going to give this one a bonus. It's the same effect as if you just put it here, pretty much. Ish. No, well, no, it is. Okay, so let's get some stuff. We have almost no steel. Interesting. That's not what I wanted. Could you bring me some steel, bots? I'm happy to see you in a stream. Hey, well, yeah, I'm glad to have you here for sure. Happy you're able to stop by. Okay, so that's doing that. And then these need to... So that essentially adds another 3 reactors worth. Which would be like, what, 12 more of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So go until you have 1 left. That's not really how this works, but... Where's my steel? I know there's steel in the network. I just put the steel in the network. Yo, bots, I didn't know that bots were steel. Like, actually, though, where is my steel, guys? Oh, okay. They're just gonna fly all the way back. Nice. All right, so this is not actually how I wanted to do that design. Darn. Why didn't I do it that way? All right, you can't like share the heat pipe. I think is the issue here. You can't. The heat pipe won't support this much, so we have to do this. Okay, so this guy's gonna go here. Here we go. Found myself pressing E to close the inventory to see the screen. I don't know if this is even gonna work. We will find out. Okay, and then these guys. Did I not pick up? Oh yeah, I finished this out. And this was actually too much. But played too much today, not completely withdrawn from Factorio thinking. This will take a little while to heat back up. Well, power right now is actually super good, so...
I'll be back.
We may be in decent shape, actually. I'm gonna take one of these just for the spacing. What's really annoying is pressing M mutes the stream when you attempt to check the streamer's map. Nice, Zuri. Sometimes if I've been talking a lot, I'll twitch my thumb before speaking in real life because I push to talk. Nice. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Still build it all out so next time you don't forget where you were. Yes. We should do that. Wonder when we'll see more games with built-in spectator mode for streamers. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Have built-in spectator mode for this. Zuri. Just noticed. I mean, I'm done with work so I can at least... Nice. I'm glad you got off work, able to watch. Glad to have you here. So we're running down here for something. What was it? Turbines we needed? How many more did we need? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plus 5 is 17. We don't even have, but I did see one game with a recent Twitch chat names list for naming units. Huh. Now you can... Yes. I am thinking of having the emotes remade and kind of getting like more of a icon mascot made. I'm not really sure. I may keep some of the emotes we currently have because I like some of them, but I think they're a little too hard to make out, and I kind of want to go with more of like a mascot type of thing more than just that. I cannot draw a straight line to save my life. And these need water, of course. We better have some pipe. We're gonna start running out of water spots here soon, although it looks like we can sneak one in here. This says that we can put one there, but we actually can't. I had one pipe. Great. Kovrak's thing is cranking along. Oil is doing good. Copper's doing good. Awesome, awesome. I had pipes in here somewhere. I know I did. Odd number of pipes. I know. Makes like now I'm all paranoid about what I did with the other part of the pipe. It's like that odd underground, man. This game, reminds me of Windmaker. Huh. How many turbines to a gen? You mean how many turbines to a reactor? One reactor without neighbor bonuses can support about 7 turbines. Okay, so that should have water. This should be doing something. How are these? Heating up nicely. Okay, so power is fantastic at the moment. Could try to knock out another research. We did launch a rocket. Could launch another rocket. How is our stuff doing? Everything's backed up. Let's just knock out another research. I'm actually very happy with what we've gotten done in this stream. So I need to get iron set up. My brain kind of hurts. Alright, so let's see. There's really, I mean, this is a ton of iron, but it's in a very awkward position. I think we're almost going to have to grab this one. Need more radars? We do need some more radars down here. Definitely more radars. I once spent 2 hours searching my base to find why I had an odd number of undergrounds. I already told you about my OCD, didn't I? That's some serious OCD. Now, we've not turned this on because it's just going to consume power without doing anything, which is a bit pointless. Of course, these radars won't do anything without it being on, but at least they'll be there. So that pretty much just covers all of it. Sweet. Okay, so I mean, we could turn it on. The reactors are using the fuel anyways, so we might as well. When will you start Outpost smelting? I'm never going to Outpost smelt in this series. That is not part of the plan. I I'm going to mine directly into trains, but I am not going to smelt at outposts. This is going to be, just like a whole central base. Like, this isn't gonna be, this isn't gonna be any towns type segregated areas. That's kind of part of the point of this base, is to have it just be all centralized. Just a huge belt, central craziness. Okay, so that's all hooked up. It's not really doing anything yet, but we need iron, so I guess we should go secure that iron. Yeah. We should go get the iron. So we're gonna need more stuff. More engines. Whoops. And then we need quite a bit of steel here. I know there's steel in the network. Like, what's happening? Why are these bots not bringing me steel? Sorry, migraine man's making me funny. Fuzzy, man, I'm sorry, dude. Migraines are no good. Okay, well, that's 2. It's a little bit too much rail, I think. Maybe not. Let's see, don't need that. Don't need this many blue circuits. Don't need the wood. Do need the miners. And then we also need belt, probably a bit more belt than this, I'd imagine. And some more stack inserters. And iron. I think it was very sadly, you can't cut something like a water fill so that you dig. Yeah, I think there is a mod that does allow you to do that. If I'm remembering correctly. Okie dokie. Let's hop on a train, hop on the rail, and go set up as much of that iron outpost as we can, at least. So green boxes are for storage and output of an assembler. Yeah, they're kind of like exchange chests in between chests, because you can request from them for your personal player or for construction bots. But then they also act as like a passive provider, essentially. Or you can request to them, and then they also act as a passive provider when you request to your person or for construction bots. Oh man, picking up speed now, guys. Well, the solution I have that does make water biter variants. That would be pretty scary. Pretty much need to... How is this uranium patch doing anyway? Oh, it's good. It's real good. I had a rail blueprint. I don't know what happened to it. Wow. Is that it? Kind of. I think that's it. Now, which rail is this? Okay, yeah, we can just throw this guy like right here. Tunneling biters? Oh no, please no. Not the tunnelers. This is 3-wide spacing, man. That's exactly what I'm doing, so I don't know what the problem is. You derp. Now this one does have the circuit wires. I don't really need them, but... Come on, bots. Pick up the pace. Anyone can send me a lane balancer blueprint? I'm looking for one, but can't find any ones. There's some decent ones on the wiki for the most part-ish. We may actually want this main line to go out this way a ways, so we probably do want to just use a blueprint. I know there's like random parts that have circuit wires and stuff. There's that one compiled by Mojo. I would actually trust Mojo's more than the wiki ones. Because I'm not sure who came up with the wiki ones. I don't think I brought enough rail, guys. Flak turrets, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Flak turrets would be pretty sweet, actually. Are we there yet? Almost. I really think we definitely don't have enough rail. Yeah, 2-lane railway. Oh, yeah. Make you happy? Let's talk about airborne and naval gliders and AA turrets makes me want to play Planetary Annihilation. Nice. You need a build train? Yeah, we're not really there yet. Quite. That would be good, though. Those fire turrets were awesome to watch when you launched those shells. Yeah, the flamer turrets are amazing. We are not going to have enough room for this. I think I may want to nuke this stuff here soon. Stupid trees. This is like a ridiculous iron patch. Certainly do not need to build all of this out. We just need 4 lanes, and that's it. Do we... We get too much emphasis on lane balancing, which I consider overrated. Yeah. Okay, so vertical or horizontal on this one? Really, either one would work. I'm thinking horizontal, probably. Yeah. What map is this? This is my Tightening the Belt series. How much ore? 52 million. What do you think about the idea of multiple tiers of rail tracks, some using wood and multiple tiers of trains and electric trains? I think that would be pretty cool. I think more things with trains would actually add quite a bit to the game. I think that would be pretty neat. Vertical? This seems more suited for horizontal though, doesn't it? I mean, not necessarily. It's a little bit weird here, though, for vertical, because you can only get, like, 12 miners or something. I'm like gun turret Mark II. Yeah, that would be cool. I think horizontal would actually be a better option here. Trains are close bar factorial because, like, some dude on Reddit said they're inherently... Yeah. More locomotives and wagon types serve more game purposes. I completely agree, guys. Like, that would be super, super cool to have more options with trains in the game. I think, like, electric trains would be good. Just different levels of trains and rails. I mean, I think they kind of try to accomplish that with the different fuel levels, but I think it would just be really cool to actually have the levels of trains. 52 mil already. Yeah, I set the richness really high here because we're going to need really high richness when we start mining directly into trains. Because we won't want to be moving it, really. Let's face the station. Well, I mean, the belts may face the station here. I mean, station may come up here because we're not running this. We're going to have to turn that. I just want electric trains. I mean, there's plenty of mods. Like, if you're willing to use mods, and that may be why the devs haven't done it, because there are multiple electric train mods if you want to try them out. What's that, 3 lines? One more, and of course we don't. I brought like 250 miners, dude. This is so deceiving. How many miners this takes? I really did not want to go back. And I'm pretty sure I can't make enough. No. Actually, I can. Probably. Oh, geez. Well, I'll see you next year. After the miners are off. Oh. Why is that? Doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going to be looking at this much, right? Okay, how about this? Wagons equipped with electric motors that eliminate the need for locomotives. I'm not too much of a fan of that, actually. It always takes more belt than you think. That is true. And hey, Get a Room, you too. How you doing? What I want most is an ore pile that can hold 800k, 100k or more, so I don't have to store a small amount in a chest. Well, you could look into the warehousing mod. Chill. That would fulfill, well, it's not quite 100k, I don't think, but it's certainly more than just a normal chest. Doing good, glad to hear it. Warehousing mod is pretty awesome. Oh, we're running out of time, so I'm not going to worry about OCD and these power poles. I'm just going to let the game put them where they want to put them. Bulk loaders mod is cool. That one's pretty neat. I'm not really a fan of loaders. Like, I'm glad they didn't add them to vanilla. Angel's warehouses are pretty cool too, if you like that look better. Okay, so that's 4 belts. At some point, this is probably going to end up supporting more trains, but this needs to, like, turn down. So we really need to split this off somewhere else, like beforehand, rather. Yeah, because this guy, we don't want it running on the patch. So this needs to turn downwards, like that. So really what could happen here, run out of signals, oh no. You can change every tier of the warehouse in the text settings file. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you could just change it. Game gets laggy when you have enough of them with like 1k slots. Yeah, that would get a bit much. Definitely. Game, I do wish they add loaders to the base game, at least loader lane balance. Well, I mean, you can get splitters to lane balance too, kind of. Okay, we apparently need a lot of signals, so I'm not going to worry about that. So this could come off here. And it only really needs to be 1 lane for now. You should probably do 2 lanes. Let's just do 2 lanes. Because, you know, that's totally a safe junction. 100%. And we don't have any signals. All right, so we're gonna need to go back.
I'll be back.
Ka, thank you for the follow 20 minutes ago. I don't know how I missed that. And El Cujo, thank you for the follow as well. Easily balanced with splitters. Yeah, like, you don't really need loaders for that. Well, something has completely stopped science. My guess would be space science. I hope so, because that's easy to fix. Yep. Well, the difference between that and the loader then. I'm not sure. Maybe loaders do somehow balance it more. Come on, you stupid bots.
I'll be back.
Hey, Will, what's going on? Thank you for the follow, Mastufa. So I need a lot of circuits and stuff and rail and stuff. And steel and everything. Not batteries, I really did not want batteries or plastic. Question from a noob. I heard loops are bad. Why is that? They're not as bad as they used to be thought of. Hey, Dog Vegas, what's going on? Loops can, under certain circumstances, if you don't build it correctly, can make trains do very stupid things and travel very inefficient and dumb paths. They also, I find, are just harder to build with. That's personal preference. Just found out that your less than 80 good uranium circuit condition in the correct setup isn't good. 40 is enough. No, 80 is fine. 80 is good because it allows... It's totally fine, dude. Because the reason for it being 80 is it lets you have the thing continually running because there's a whole nother set in there to process. If you only do 40, then it has to wait to unload and then reload the 40 before it can process again. When you do 80, it allows there to still be 40 in here while it's unloading, so it can just work continually without having to wait. Like, it's just a teeny efficiency thing, but there's nothing bad about doing 80. Generally avoid all kinds of loops from belts to pipes to rails. Yes. What Zuri said. I thought Dad said the pathfinding can go a bit overkill. Well, yes, exactly. The pathfinding can have some issues with loops. If you do them in a certain way, like Mojo has managed to use them in ways that doesn't cause an issue, but most people aren't Mojo, then it can cause problems. Forty's better until all Cove Rex machines are up and running. I mean, it's personal preference. Like 80 just means you're gonna wait a little longer. Anti-doing loops. Yes, there was also a very good Reddit post. See if I can find it. Search loop. Is it this one? I don't think so. There was a very good post about loops on the Reddit. This is why loops are bad. I think this is it. Oh no, that's an anti one. That's a good one. It's not what I was looking for. Oh, I can't find it, but... Alright, I'd really like to finish getting the signal and stuff, but I'm going to have to go here in just a minute, guys. Like I said, I do have to end early to do some other stuff, unfortunately. Okay, so this one goes this way. We're going to want a thingy there. Going to want a thing there. here. Dang it. Station on loops are generally double the size without any real benefit. Right. Well, the main benefit is you do get a bit more acceleration with single-headed trains just because there's less weight. Are we doing the thing? Yeah, Will, in about 10 minutes is my understanding. So that's why I need to end here in like 3 or 4 minutes. I feel like I'm missing something. I wanted to prioritize the input for this, but I may have done that wrong. We'll see. We'll find out when it doesn't work. Oh, well, the thing's right here. Okay, well, then... Easter? Seems a little too close. Yeah, did you mean Easter? Because Christmas was a while ago. You can't have loops like that without making the entire base modular. No, I'm not going to be streaming it because I need to record it for a video, and I don't really have a setup right now where I can record and stream at the same time. Where's my dang station, man? I think we could pull this back a bit. Or not. So we need room for 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this is about where we have to put it. Even that's cutting a bit close. Yeah, if Will's gonna be streaming it, you can watch Will for the tour. Mine's gonna be for YouTube, so. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to call it here, I think. I'm pretty happy with what we got done this episode, actually. We got more done than I had actually anticipated us getting done in 2 hours. It's pretty productive today, which is awesome. Like, I just feel so much more productive in general when I'm not having to do work. Train throughput through the stations is really the limiting factor. At the point where you can unload trains fast enough, loops or faster than terminal stations, your bot lag or belt lag becomes a limiting factor. That is true, Zuri. Yes. Alright, we'll have to finish this later. Alright, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the subs, and UC Cole for that very generous $40 donation. Very much appreciate it. I will get that gear ordered. It'll be super exciting. And I'm going to be doing the tour with one of the devs in his base that was featured in Friday Facts. Will be streaming it, and you can head over there if you want to see it live. My video and my perspective will be posted on YouTube tomorrow if you can't catch it live, and I think that'll do it. This was fun indeed. I'm very happy with what we got accomplished, and welcome to all the newcomers as well. Thank you for everything, guys. This VOD for this stream will be uploaded tonight as well, if you missed parts of it. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I will probably see you on Will's stream. Take care.